the idea that people come in, you register them, you give them a date that they're going to be processed in terms of administration and a judge, and then you allow them to go out rather than holding them for indefinite periods of time. That is effectively how it was. Trump doesn't like that. He ended at, here's how he talks about his problems with that prior policy.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ, they might come back.
Okay, President Trump, let's give Vice President Biden a chance to respond, and then we're going to move on to the next section.
You don't know the law, Joe.
Vice President Biden, your response.
Yeah, so, and he said 1% come back. I don't know how I'm supposed to argue because that is simply not true. Depending on what particular stat you look at, it's at least 75%. In some areas, supposedly, it's like 97%. He can make, he can mock their brains or whatever. He thinks that that's a ripe thing. Like all those people coming across have got to be more stupid than me. That's just how he views different groups of people. But it's not 1%, it's not 5%, it's not 10%. It is the vast majority, no matter who you talk to.
Yeah, it's just so stupid. You wonder when, like with Trump, there's so many bad parts of his thought process and arguments. You don't know what to like engage with first.
Yeah.
But in this situation, he just called everyone who follows the law an idiot.
Yep.
Right? That's his argument. His argument, the law and order president, the law and order president's argument is that if you follow the law, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Right? He
well,
just called
and it's easy.
People who left ganglands that we created essentially flee those areas to come here for a chance at survival, to claim asylum in a way that's widely accepted legally to do so. And then if they follow the law after that, so they're idiots. That's it. So he called, if you follow the law, you're an idiot. If you break the law, you're his champion, I guess. You're a smart champion. And it doesn't hold with all the other arguments that he makes about Antifa, these lawless bastards. So then you're just, this fake idea of Antifa you've come up with is actually behavior you're advocating for. Because only an idiot would follow the law. You said it yourself. I don't know how people follow this and say that he makes any sense ever.
Well, I think part of it also is it's very easy for the people that statement is targeted to believe that these people are going to continue to break the law because they fundamentally think that these are the sorts of people that aren't like me. They're just criminals. They just look for every opportunity to break the law. And it's just not true. They're not criminals, okay? They're people fleeing horrific situations that virtually no one in Trump's base can imagine trying to survive in for 6 hours. They're trying to come to a place where they will have a better life and more importantly, their kids will have a better life. That's it. I know it's easy to imagine that they're just inhuman monsters. It turns out they're actually just like us in a lot of ways. They just want opportunities and they make our country stronger when they get in here. Anyway, let's talk about one other sort of.
They also obey the law more than we do.
Exactly. Statistically, yeah, as we've said many times. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.